You're the owner of the white farmhouse. Is this where you grew up?
Yes. My parents bought the house in, I think, 1948, when my sister was about 6 months old. That's the only house I remember living in.
What is a fond memory?
Probably my best memory is of our first pony, a pony named Penny. And my sister was in school, so it was like just my pony while she was in school, and rode the pony and had a good time with Penny.
What was a typical day like there as a kid?
Well, before I started to school, I just remember being told I had to take care of Mom because that was my job, because Dad was out working and she had had a heart attack when I was 2. So I was told I needed to take care of my mother. But a day for us was in the summertime. You worked in the garden, you pulled weeds, you didn't say you were bored or you were given a hoe to go dig thistle. And as I got older, I drove the farm equipment, and my sister did as well. And it was just life, you know, it was a good life. I didn't know any other life. We were happy, you know, we were always happy.
What fond memory there do you have of your mom and dad?
Probably Christmases. I'm sure money was tight, but there were always presents and going to see the grandparents. But probably the most distinct bad memory I have is that the neighbor who came to our house a lot passed away, and he was at our house on Saturday night to watch TV. Mom gave him eggs and bacon, and he went home, and he didn't come to the mailbox the next day. And Mom thought maybe she'd better not send my sister and I up to check on him because she was afraid something was wrong, and he had no phone. So Dad went up when he came home, and he had fallen the night before and had frozen to death outside the house. And that was my first experience with a person's death other than the animals, you know, that would die. So that's probably the worst experience I had there.
Do you know when it was built or who built it?
The Riley family lived there for, I thought, several generations prior to Mom and Dad buying it, because we always referred to it as the Riley farm. But I learned just a few years ago that a gentleman in Winchester told me his great-grandfather lived there, and his last name was Brathwaite. My friend Gary found T. Riley printed on the upstairs of the smokehouse, and it was 1911, and that would have been Mr. Riley's son.
If we could find something meaningful in the ground that was lost, what would it be?
It would probably be my cousin's money that Dad had paid him with for helping him, and he buried it before they went home, and then he was never able to find the money later. And he still thinks about his money he lost at the farmhouse.
Any idea where that money was
I
lost?
think it was in the front yard. He seems to think there was a tree there that's no longer there, and he thinks he put it in the front yard, and he doesn't remember how much it was, but it meant a lot to him at the time because it was a long time ago.
How many years did you live in that house?
24 years.
24
I lived in the
years.
farmhouse.
Anything you would like to add?
I believe my father taught me a good work ethic, and I'm not afraid to work. And we had 2 huge chicken houses, and Dad, of course, did all the work manually, feeding the chickens. But when we came from school, and even before I started school, our job was to clean all the eggs, weigh the eggs, and put them in the cases, small, medium, large.
I'm on site, and I am here with Michael. And Michael's going to help me detect this yard. This is his aunt's yard. You guys have already been introduced to Michael. He and I found that old 1860s home site. This is his aunt's house. She was raised here as a little child. Spent a lot of years here. And we both were talking about how old is this place. She doesn't know, and we both were thinking turn of the century, post 1880. And I'll tell you why. This building here is sitting on dressed square logs. And the dressed square logs and all the siding and all the logs that it's sitting on are all have round spike nails. Definitely is post 1880. The question is this house post 1880? I do have a good hit here, and it's out 23-24. Well, maybe I got it out. Maybe I got it out. Oh, and my first find is a coin, and it is a memorial cent. Okay, that's not what we're looking for, but hey, we're on the targets. All right, you guys, I have found a ton of clad. I'll wait till you see the end of the video how much change I have found. Quite a bit, actually. But I have a good hit, and I see it, and it doesn't look that old, but it is not a common clad coin. That's right. I'll show you where it's at. I can see it right there. What is it? Is it junky? It is a button. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a button. It's got a bunch of roots on it. So it is a button, and it still has a little bit of the felt on it. So I don't know if it's all that old. All right, let's keep going. Okay, I think I found another button or a snap. Yeah, it is a button that I would say comes from the turn of the century, part of an old snap. It's the back part of an old snap button. It's an artifact. There actually is writing on there. There's writing on there, so I'll be able to get a date on that. Okay, let's keep going. I've been pulling a lot of clad out of the ground, but I think I found something pretty cool. I'm hoping that it is an old colonial buckle or a buckle. Here's where it snapped there and there. You see the green patina on there. It's probably brass. I'll see if I can't find the shape of that right there. See if it's still in this hole. But I am tickled to death over that. All right, you guys, I'm finding tons of change. And old Matchbox cars and just about everything else in this ground. But anyway, I did find another coin. It's not real old, but it's in great shape. And it is a Wheatie. Look at that. That looks like it's brand new. Almost looks gold. Let me clean that up and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, Michael lost his hand shovel. We know what that's like, don't we, Michael? I was river hunting with Michael. We just went out to river hunt, and he found, holy smokes, you found 4 coins in the 1700s. By the way, not only did I not find anything, but I lost my hand shovel.
And I found that too.
And you found that too. Well, I figure we'll find a lot of them. Yep. Not a Wheatie.
Stinking Lincoln.
Stinking Lincoln. And it's a little jumpy. And I found the buckle. I found the buckle right over there. So let's see what's in there. And it's close to the surface, so that's not good. Not good at all. It's gravel. I'm gonna have to sit you guys down. I see it. Well, that's interesting. It's a piece of brass. It's a brass cap. Something almost like a miniature bell. That looks like a miniature bell. I'm sure it's not. But goodness, it sure does look like one. That's pretty cool. I'll clean that up. If it's a bell, I'll show you pictures of it here in a little bit. All right, let's keep going. I found a pretty cool egg-looking fishing weight.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yep. I've got a lot of iron in here, which is a good sign. And I had a good hit, and I pulled the plug and popped it out, and I see it. And it's right here. Oh, it's a rivet. It is a rivet. Okay. Maybe we can't find a button, but that's pretty good. All right, I found something interesting. And it looks like a hexagonal or an octagonal nut. 2, 4, 6 sides. So it's got 6 sides, and it looks like it might be a game piece. Isn't that weird? No idea what that is. All right. Okay, I found another rivet. And this is a big rivet, but it is an old brass rivet. Michael's right up there, and he is filming something, so maybe he's found something right up there. But we'll find out here in a minute. But this is the second rivet I have found so far, and that is a huge rivet. All right, you guys, we're going to do a quick little wrap up here at this site. So we weren't here all that long. Couple hours at the most. All right, so what do you got here? Let's see what you found.
Just modern clad.
Modern clad.
Bottle top, yeah.
So what's with the state of West Virginia there?
Stroh's beer can. Budweiser. And some copper wire.
It's a copper wire and something from a curtain rod, huh?
Yeah.
So not too much.
Nah.
But the ground was full.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could dug 100 times that easily.
Oh yeah, and that was with my detector, the discrimination all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, the ground is full. You're going to see. I dug a lot too. I dug a lot. And here's what I found. And it's a mishmash of a ton of stuff. You saw me dig this up. I said it was a little bell. I'm sure it's not, but man, it's pretty cool. Cute. And I found a button. I found a lapel pin. I didn't film that. I did film that. I think I filmed that. And I did film that. And maybe 1 or 2 of these cars I filmed. But I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. I found, I think I counted 75 cents here of clad. And one is a wheat cent. And Michael said something about this one in particular. I mean, you can see the shine on there. It's really... really pretty, and it's got a heavy edge.
Yeah, it's got like a little clip that goes around the edge of it, and at the top it's split. I would say there was probably like a little ring there to put it on a necklace or wear it as a piece of jewelry. Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's 1936, so you guys can look up and see if a 1936 wheat cent is worth anything. If it is, well, that's our treasure.
Yeah.
And of course the buckle is the oldest thing I found here, and that's pretty sweet. Mason jar lid, fine round rings everywhere I go, it seems. And that's what I found. I also wanted to show you, Michael, you know, these pieces you've seen on past videos of mine. And I found these all at some really old home sites here locally. And Michael does the electrolysis for me, and you know, he treats these. And you've seen this on one of my videos. And but you know, with the sunshine hitting it, the detail is just incredible. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but we can see. This is all hand forged. I mean, it's not even centered, is it? Mm-mm. I mean, this is skewed, but it's hand. I mean, those rivets. I mean, it's not a typical rivet. You can see how crude it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's crude. That's crude. All of this is really, really crude, handmade. And this was found at a mid to late 1700s house site. So this curry comb, I mean, look at that. You see, this was all handmade and riveted on there. That's old.
Made on a blacksmith anvil.
Yeah. Yep, that's old. Beautiful piece. Beautiful old early style hatchet. You know, I always think that these are German, because Germans were skillful stonemasons in this area, and they were some of the earliest settlers. And the family where I found this were Germans. There's another stone chisel. That's pretty cool. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah.
I had fun too. Did you guys have fun? Hope you had fun. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next episode, but there's gonna be some bonus features in this one. All right.